Singleton, and this is his garden.
This is the most dangerous neighborhood in the country.
South Central Los Angeles. It is here that the seeds of the 1992 civil unrest were sown. Here that they came to full and fiery bloom. And here that George Singleton is marshaling his own army.
It's a vision finally coming to fruition of forming, through training, young people into a gardening army.
Singleton's army is made up of young people from the neighborhood. He is project director of the Hope LA Horticulture Corps, founded in 1989. South Central is a concrete universe, only about a half square foot of greenery per person. In nearby suburbs, it's more like 20 square feet. No green to make people lean.
It contributes a lot to the sense of deprivation and blight, and it really has an impact on the violence here.
To add to the landscape is to lessen the blight. That's part of Singleton's philosophy. This is another part.
So what we're going to do is we're going to turn this into a seed bed, and we're going to broadcast seeds on this. We have to start investing in our young people, because that is our future. That is the goal that this country has.
Investing in the young. George's program is run through the schools. The plots are on school property, protected from outside influences. The kids that work in the program after school are paid $5 an hour, an incentive to stay off the streets.
We need to take an interest in these kids, because if we don't do it, the streets will do that. And I'd rather them be here for 4 hours a day than to be out on the street 24 hours a day.
Singleton and his staff of instructors and team leaders show the mostly high school kids how to plant, double-dug plots, no pesticides, and what grows in return is more than a healthy garden.
When you have it like that and it's not deep enough, just put the shovel in, like this, pull back and press down. See it went down?
It's like a transformation of their whole life occurs right before our eyes.
Perfect job, man. This is a giant aloe vera.
Plants have feelings too, and when a plant dies, people feel it, and when people die, plants feel it. You always want to make life more relevant and meaningful to the students. So what they're doing here is they're not only learning how to garden, they're learning something about nutrition, they're learning something about math. It's science, it's physical science, they're learning about the soil.
A lot of time out here, we be hagging and we spend a lot of time digging, you know. I think it's a good relaxation tool, it's a stress reliever. I think it gives you a true peace of mind.
While working in the gardens takes up a lot of his time, it's not the only place George Singleton plants.
She's 16 years old now, and she's a top female student.
7 a.m. Singleton is on his way to make a pickup.
The Earth Day Everyday concert. For your birthday, you're the first one to get the good one.
16-year-old Karina Vasquez. Today is her birthday. 5 days a week, George Singleton picks Karina up from one of the most violent neighborhoods in South Central and takes her to school across town, Middle College High School. Kids on a fast track to college. Karina is part of the gardening program. That's where George met her. But Singleton makes the extra effort, struck a deal with her parents to provide transportation because, like all kids, Karina deserves a chance.
Those students that really show the type of leadership quality as Karina shows, then you have to back them up. You have to, get right down with those kids, because just that kind of support can get them out of being a pregnant teenager. We've been talking about the whole story.
He has energy. He doesn't give up, and he, no matter what's coming down, he keeps on going. This isn't going to work. And it's not going to work. It'll work. I think that's terrific. If somebody's out there who thinks they can make a difference and goes about doing it.
It's the forest and the conditions of the forest that really determine life on Earth. On the table here, I've got a tree. Now that's the Colonia tree. You're on the ground floor of an explosion.
So what's that all about? It's George Singleton's next step. Hope LA is a non-profit operation dependent on other people's kindness and the government. But grants and people come and go. So George wants the gardens to turn a profit, create jobs. In his mind's eye, he sees stands of trees all over South Central and money in the bank.
200,000 of these Polonia trees in South Central. Then multiply that by $300 because that's how much the hardwood is worth, and we get $60 million. That's serious.
And while the dream rises along with those for now imaginary trees, the dough Singleton uses for his project comes from crackers, and music. This is the Light and Sound Band. George plays bass, and there are other of his gardeners sprinkled throughout. Most of the money they make from concerts and other gigs goes back into the gardening program, as does about 85% of what they make from these, a special cookie and cracker made from raisin and sunflower seeds. All natural, of course. The man chef also happens to play the trumpet for Light and Sound. You get the picture. For George Singleton, everything he does is aimed at one thing.
Success to me is seeing individual young people changing their lives around.
Like you're part of the earth or something, you know? Like you just like not anybody, you know? Like you're here to make a difference, you know? You have a plant, and it's like they're yours because, you know, you've grown them, you see them grow and everything. They just think this place is like magic, you know?
The face of success.
The thing that amazes me about him is that he has a goal. And he has an energy, and he's constantly positive, and he's constantly there.
One man planting a tree. How much good can he do? Depends on the man. This one is George Singleton.
Yeah, that's just what I wanted. We plant these things so there's a little well around it.